jujitsu is the closest you can come to death while training. Because if somebody chokes you and you don't tap, you just die. You know what I'm saying? Like in boxing, you get knocked out, you get back up. Like it takes a lot of brain trauma with like really small gloves to be killed while you're sparring. I don't think you're getting killed while you're sparring in boxing. You got the headgear, the gloves are much bigger. But in jujitsu, if someone just keeps choking you and there isn't enough oxygen that gets to your brain, you could potentially die. I could see why people like playing with that.
Yeah.
I could see it. It's,
you know, what you find in therapy, it's very interesting. There's a large body of research supporting this. So the idea, first of all, was that if you exposed people to things they were afraid of, and you paired that with a relaxation response, they would learn to relax instead of being afraid. But then it was rapidly discovered that you didn't have to teach them to relax. And that kind of blew the whole theory, because the theory was they had learned to be afraid and now you were teaching them to relax. It's, no, all you have to do is expose them voluntarily and they get better. And then the theory was they'll get better in relationship to the specific thing you're exposing them to, but the symptoms will just crop up somewhere else. And that also
not addressing,
but that also proved to be wrong. And it was because when my client said, this is a tomb, when the elevator doors opened, what it showed was she wasn't confronting the elevator. She was confronting her fear of death. And she really was doing that. And what she was learning was that by putting herself in a position where she was confronting the threat of death, she could observe that she could actually handle it. And then she got braver. And that's what happens to people in psychotherapy when you use exposure therapy, is they don't become less afraid. They become braver. And that generalizes. And so what they see is that there's something within them that can overcome even the things they're most afraid of. And that's a good thing to talk about in relationship to Halloween, because Halloween plays with